All right. So I'm assuming I'm back. Not that that helps. Everyone's going to think I was completely gone, but I'm back. I'm going to pick up where I was before. Now, right before I went to the gadget thing, which you've all missed, I was about to do a tasting. Now, every day I'm doing these tastings, I'm grabbing a spirit off the back bar, I'm having a taste of it, I'm chatting about it. On Friday, when I said I was going to do Mindful Mondays, I had no idea that this was coming, but I was sent a couple of spirits from the lovely people at Three Spirit, and I'm going to feature them. Whether or not people are watching this or not, I'll fuse those two videos together and I'll make one video out of it. Right, so I've got these three here. Now, from what I understand, they each represent different things. So this is a botanical mixer made to taste great, be mixed into things. This one, the nightcap, has active ingredients in it that actually make you calm. They relax you. So it's perfect as a nightcap right before you go to bed. And then this one is the livener. So this one livens you up. Now, I asked about this because obviously I don't want to be overdosing on livener live. Like imagine a live overdose on livener. I don't think you can do that. But I said to them, what's the appropriate amount to drink in 1 hour, assuming that, you know, within the hour I'm having all three. And they said you can have all three. It's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste one, give you an idea what it tastes like, and then I'm going to cut to Mitch's minute. And then I'm going to come back. We'll taste another one. So you're not just listening to me talk because I can't send flavor through the camera. Right, so I'm going to start with this guy. So it says, naturally uplifting botanical drink. This dark herbal elixir combines 11 plants used for centuries in ceremonies and potions. Bittersweet and a curious savory bite for a natural, blissful feeling. We're going blissful. Okay, wow. It's colored. Do I need to shake it? There's no little bits at the bottom, so I don't think we need to shake it. Right. It's tasty. It's got a thinner mouthfeel than what I was expecting it to have, but that kind of says to me that they haven't, it's got like really thin legs, which means it's not just full of sugar, which is a good thing. It's hard to, it's got a savoriness to it as well. It's hard to put it's hard to put my finger on what it tastes like, but it's got a kind of earthy taste with a kind of almost lemony. God, how do I describe this? It's taking the words out of my mouth. I can't actually describe this. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before. Hopefully, when I come back from Mitch's minutes, I will have come up with a way to describe this, come up with an idea of what it tastes like. At the moment, I'm lost. Let's go to Mitch's minute. Mitch, you legend.
Right, my worst trait behind a bar. I'm fucking terribly guilty of overworking myself and using the amount that I've been working to justify drinking more than I should be drinking, and then working more and then wearing myself down and then being a grumpy bastard. I'd say is my worst trait, but actually behind the bar, oh, you know what? I often make a drink on our menu and I think, oh, this needs a pinch more salt or a dash more simple or a couple of dashes citric acid. Today, you know, the juice is different or something. And I make it and I'm like, and I'm happy with it, but I don't tell the rest of my staff until one of them's making a drink and they're mid-round, and then I whisper the change in their ear and it fucks the round for them because it throws them off. So I'm kind of notorious amongst my staff for doing things like that. Changing drinks mid-service would be my worst treat.
Right, so I'm still kind of lost. It's got like a, this one here. It's got like a a sort of a berry flavor, but because it's, it still tastes savory. So it's hard to say. It's not like a straightforward, this is a berry sort of a flavor. Um, I really can't even compare it to anything. You're just going to have to taste it. Let's hope that the next one, Lively, is a little easier to explain. How shit am I at doing tasting notes? Okay, it's red again. It has put a smile on my face. I'm not gonna lie. That has put a smile on my face. Just the just not being able to describe it. Okay. This one makes more sense. It's sweeter. Whoa. It's got a burn to it. I think this one has peppers in it. Oh, it's got a bell pepper flavor to it. It reminds me of a drink. Okay, this is amazing because it's immediately, it's putting a smile on my face. Wonder what's in these. So it immediately reminds me of a drink that I used to make in a bar a great many moons ago, a bar called Press Club. Now this drink, I come up with this idea that I'm gonna have to explain this. I come up with this idea that I was gonna do theatrical cocktails. And these theatrical cocktails were gonna make people believe I was gonna do one thing, but then I was gonna do a completely different thing. I'm looking for a chopping board, which, all right, so this is how I used to make the chili choking pepper belly, right? So, chili choking pepper belly. You walk up to the bar. Maybe someone else has had a chili choking pepper belly. You say, I would like a chili choking pepper belly. Well, people mostly said, can I have one of those? And I said no. But if I was gonna make one, I would say, would you like to try a chili choking pepper belly? They're delicious. You've got to try a chili choking pepper belly. They're so good. And then people would say, yeah, okay, whatever, mate. And they'd have one. Now, what I would do is I would get a chopping board and I'd put it up on the bar. And I'd take a piece of bell pepper. I'd take a whole bell pepper. I'd take the bell pepper and I'd cut a couple of pieces off the bell pepper, and I have the white seeds spreading out all over the chopping board, right? So you've got a couple of bits of red slithery stuff and some white seeds. And then I would take a chili, big long chili, not too hot chili, but a big long chili. And I'd put it right next to these long bits of red bell pepper, and I'd cut a thin slice off the back of the chili, cutting the whole back of the chili off it and exposing all of those seeds inside the big long red chili. And then I would discreetly take the slice of chili that I've taken and like pull it down and put it into a shaker below. And I'd take another little slice and I'd add it with the bell peppers and put it just here. And then I'd take this and put it to the left as a garnish. Now I've got red bell pepper stuff, little bits of white seeds, and I'm bringing it across, the white seeds across to where the chili is. And then I get my glass and I put some ice in it. I've now got my red bell peppers, but it looks like I've got a ton of chili mixed in with my red bell peppers. I've got my garnish here. I take a shaker. I used to have Boston glasses in those days. I'd put this inside a Boston glass and then I'd muddle it, right? Muddle, 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 muddle. And now you've got this pummeled chili. And then I'd grab a mortar and pestle, and we had a big stone mortar and pestle, and I'd put pink and white peppercorns inside, and I'd start grinding those up. And then I'd put that at the front, and I'd give it to the guests. I'd say to the guests, right, I need you to keep grinding this up because I need it to be a powder, but I don't have all day. So they start grinding pepper, and now the whole bar stinks of peppercorns. You can smell chili everywhere. And then I just, lemon and sugar go in here, and then a big old swig of tequila, like 50 odd mils of tequila, put it in. It was 60 really, but like a huge swig of tequila. So it's really a tequila sour, right? With a bunch of bell peppers and some chili and stuff in it. So then I'd add ice to this, put the cap on, and then when I've done that, I'd take this and I'd take the white seeds and the bit of bell pepper, put a bit of lemon on it, and I'd take this and I would go to the sink and I'd just dump all the peppercorn seeds and everything. Bam. This has been chilling. Shake it, shake, 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 shake. Boom. Strain it. And you get this bright red drink with like froth everywhere. And it's like creamy and there's a big chili. Put the chili on the side. So you got all the seeds exposed on the chili. You can smell the chili. You can see there's bell pepper, ground pepper all the way around here. The drink looks bright red. It looks like it's going to burn your face off. You can smell the chili everywhere. And the funny thing is, I didn't put much chili in the actual drink. And the pink and white peppercorns are sweeter than you'd expect them to be. So when people pick it up, I'm like, do you trust me? You have to trust me if you're going to have this drink. Do you trust me? And pick it up. Oh, it's really nice. And it was delicious. But they thought it was going to taste like shit. And asking them over and over again, do you trust me, kind of made it even more of a theater. The problem with that drink is you didn't make any money off it. It's a tequila sour. And it took ages to make. And half the people would like lose their interest, or they don't know how to use a mortar and pestle. So this reminds me of that drink. It smells like happiness. And it's got like a green chilliness to it as well. Great. Okay, this is delicious. I love this. And this is the livener. I'm going to cut to another video. And when you come back, well, I'll save this to the very last. Right. So, over the course of the weekend, if I can find him on here. Where did I put it? Over the course of the weekend, G-Man made a wicked video for Deliverpool. But before we cut to that, I'm going to cut to two other videos. Which I thought were hilarious. People went out in the UK, if you're in the UK, you know this, over the weekend, and so many of them went out because the sun come out that the government are threatening cutting out all outdoor activity, even exercise, which is going to be horrendous. If we're not allowed outside at all, that'll make things very difficult. But the funny things that came out of it, like you've got to have a smile on your face and kind of laugh when you see some of the stuff that's going on. Right, so check this out. This is no sunbathing. Where is it? Where is it? All right. I just want to come in here. Do you see the guy that is actually, there's a guy actually sunbathing there and they're driving straight at him. Imagine being that dude sitting there, top off, sunbathing, and the police literally drive onto the grass with a big megaphone being like, no sunbathing. Mindfulness, right? Put yourself in that picture. Like, I don't know how this guy is recording it with a straight face. I'd be cracking up. The camera would be doing this. Right, so back to my gadgets. Bam. We got it. Right, it's working from over here. I've now gotten into a muscle memory of going back to the computer, but even though I've got my little deck here, right? One more video from the weekend, right? This cracked me up, okay? So, because I'm feeling livened. I genuinely, that has put such a smile on my face because it brought the memory of that drink right back to me. So before we have a nightcap, I am going to play another little video that I found very entertaining over the course of the weekend.
Sunday, Monday,
Stay at home.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Stay at home.
Thursday, Friday,
Stay at home.
the weekend comes.
Stay at home.
Short but explosive, that video. It was awesome. Right, so let's have a taste of this nightcap before... Did you hear that? There's a pot. I wonder if this one's red as well. Do we need to shake these up? I don't know. The flavour of that is staying with me for a really long time. It's really nice. Okay. This one's got a like more turmeric-y. I don't know how to describe it. Oh. The first one, I don't know how to describe. These last two is really nice. I wonder what is the recommended servo rice, lemon, sweet peel, vegan, no artificial flavors. So this one says, a naturally soothing botanical drink. This indulgent elixir combines tree saps, aromatic plants, and bright spices used for centuries in remedies and potions. Lemon balm, valerian, and hops entwine with complex notes of wood and spice for a dreamy, relaxed feeling. This is awesome. I love the branding as well. Like, look how simple it is. Like, they all look perfectly in line with each other. I think the branding's gone for like a play on the Irish Trinity thing combined with the Fibonacci, but maybe that's just my mind. Yeah, really, really nice. I've got a little bit more information here, and I'll put a link to their website. I was sent these, and I plan over the next week, before next Monday, to come up with some drinks, or figure out which of these, because I haven't really had a chance to play with them yet. Obviously, I've just tasted them. Find out which of the hero drinks that they recommend I find my favorite, and I'll make it next week alongside the Negroni. But without wasting any more of your time, I'm going to put you through to the Liverpool, which I haven't made a little setup for. So I'm still going to have to go back to this. Oh.
Hi, I'm G from Team Spirit and welcome to the news. Oh really? Is that true? Come on now, man. Apparently people don't know what social distancing is. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a lot of anxiety about going to the supermarket. The weather's nice. I mean, don't worry people, there's a lot of awesome people out there who are doing amazing things. So this new segment is called Bar Heroes. So these are the people who will be working behind the bar, who have stepped out and they've actually gone out there and done some amazing things. Hopefully it will inspire you to do something the same. One such person is my mate Dave, aka David Philip Martin. This guy's come up with a way in which you can order food from the safety of your own home while supporting the local independent shops and restaurants and bars in your area, and also while providing hours for workers that need them. So here's Dave with the inside scoop.
So Deliverpool it's a directory. We're a grassroots version of the Yellow Pages that's been made so that we can support any independent business that is offering a takeaway service during the coronavirus pandemic. A lot of the bars and restaurants were looking at ways to set themselves up on online delivery platforms. A lot of these online delivery platforms have startup fees. They take percentage of your cuts at the top. I just felt like surely we could just get together and make our own platform where we could advertise each other, support the area. More importantly, make sure that we can keep some of these front of house staff employed by setting them up as delivery drivers. We're starting to now attach our like fruit wholesalers onto there. We're not looking to make money ourselves, we're just looking to make sure that there's some positivity out there right now. If you want to get involved with us, just get in touch with us on social media. If you want to do this where you're from, get in touch with me directly. Stay safe, stay local.
So by providing this platform, he's helping small independent businesses in his area not only survive, but also hopefully thrive. He's also helping people keep their jobs, which is amazing, and also providing a delivery service for people that are too scared or unable to get out there and go to the shops. I think this is a great idea, a great initiative, and I think it's really, really good that we show him our support. Also, if you want to do something like this in your area and help support your local businesses as well, then give the guy a call. I'm sure he'll be able to help you out.
All right, guys. I know I keep featuring everything G does, but he's doing such a great job of taking what's going on around the UK and putting it on a platform, making his videos entertaining, making them engaging, and like showing you what you can do to help the bars and the other people in your community out is just awesome. So hats off to the guy. And as they demonstrated, you can do it in your hometown. Get in touch with them. If it hasn't shown all the details, let me know, and I'll post a link to G's page where, you know, he's been very active helping people out. So there'd be no reason he wouldn't be helping us out by connecting us. Now, quick move to the webcam, because one of the videos I wanted to show you doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to try and load it in live. Let's see, will it work? Will it work? Okay, hold on. Yes. All right, wait here. So, for everyone out there, I've just literally ripped this off my phone. I had a better version of it, but I realized at the last minute that I hadn't included it. So this is Ryan. And for anyone that doesn't know Ryan, Ryan's a total legend. And on Friday, obviously, if you watched, I made a Bacardi Mango Daiquiri, which I'm going to have to say was delicious. And it led us to drinking a whole bunch of other daiquiris. We made banana daiquiris on the weekend, which were, again, delicious. I went through like half a bottle of Bacardi on the weekend. That was brand new. Went through half a bottle of Bacardi on the weekend, like Saturday afternoon, sitting in the sun with the family. We also discovered that the London Essence, I think it's like cream soda flavored one, works really well with Bacardi. But Ryan, having seen the episode on Friday, sent me this message. So I hope his face burns into your mind. And it really picked me up over the weekend, seeing that people enjoy the show, particularly Ryan. He's such a legend. So this is what he sent me.
All right, Dean. We're over here in Miami, as you can see behind me. Look at, there's nobody on the beach. It's crazy. Anyway, this is Carolina.
Ciao.
And we were inspired by your video, so we don't have strawberries or pineapple or really anything, but we fucking have mangoes.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Here's to you.
All right, so I'm going to have to finish it off now. I've tasted all three of my tastings, which is more than I would normally do. I've had multiple little things go wrong, but I think I've handled it reasonably well. I'm still quite new to this, and obviously live streaming, you know, it's going to take a bit of practice. But I wanted to close out the show with the Bols Ballerina. So I don't know how many of you know about this, but this is one of my favorite vintage things. So it might look better from there. I'll chop in between. So on the bottom of this, let me see. On the bottom of this, you have like a punt, like you would expect in a champagne bottle. And inside it, there's like a sealed off little area, and you've got what is effectively Goldschlager, Bols Gold Liqueur, as they call it. Now, on here, you can wind this up, and then if you unclick this little lock, it releases a pin, and there's a sensor here. And then when you put the ballerina down, isn't that amazing? Technically, this belongs to Electra. I bought it for her. And the dream is, if we have a little girl, like not to say that Axel's not going to fall in love with it, but we could like put a little LED ring around here and have it protected and turn it into like a night light. Thought that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully as the week progresses, I will become more accustomed to being on screen and presenting a show to you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and hope this was a nice distraction.